Is it? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome everybody to the ELISA workshop here in the Red Hat office. Hope that you had enough food and don't fall asleep, please. And I mean, I'm very happy. I'm very glad to see so many people. This is probably one of the most busy, one of the busiest workshops we ever had. So this is pretty good. So by now, all of you have already familiarized with the canteen, right? And know the facilities. The Wi-Fi password has been emailed to your email address. If for any chance, if by chance you cannot access your email, I can give you the password. Okay. And yeah, having said that, I mean, I hope that you enjoy this workshop. I'm really looking forward, to I'm really looking forward to your inputs, to many technical discussions, exchange, and yeah, let's draw. That's it. Right? So, Pete, you want to work with it?
Yeah, I'll take over. Let me shortly see that I draw on my video, because I know that the whole tends to be a little bit blurry. So in this way, we do the same. I will shortly change to presentation mode. That's also good. Yes, Skep, you made the introduction. That's great. So it's my side to say thanks a lot for organizing the location, providing us with food and drinks that we will not die for hunger and thirst during the next days. Lunch was already pretty nice and very good. Short for the virtual parts, I hope I'm well audible. If you feel like things getting too silent or so, I have also like a headset next to me to also check in how our sound quality is at our side. It's basically just that you feel comfortable for the virtual participants. And I always recommend to be there in person, because then you have a direct exchange, and therefore very good that we have the exchange. Let me move on as soon as we want to. We'll start with some organizational overview. That's what always happens. It brings us to the logistics and formalities of the workshop. When you registered, for example, we were talking about Chatham House rule and if you are willing to waive the Chatham House rule or not. For the on-site, this can be important. We had this in the past that someone said, I'm not waiving Chatham House rule. So therefore, I want to stick to Chatham House rule. And then we were not mentioning the person in a LinkedIn post later on. And the person came and said, why have you mentioned all these people, but you don't mention my name? Yeah, basically, we were following Chatham House rule and don't make public evidence. Also, in this case, we will take a group picture at some point in time, normally to document that we have been here. It's a little of promotional work. If you do not want to be on the picture, stay out of the picture and volunteer to take the picture, maybe. That's very high level, a bit more concrete ones. At this moment, we're trying to collaborate, and we will collaborate, but we are most likely to one or the other extent also competitors. Also, there may be people online who are competitors of yours, and you do not directly know they are listening in. So for this reason, please stick to any kind of antitrust policy, which basically means do not talk about prices, do not go deep into certain technology vision, talk about technology challenges which are common to all, which we know, and we will also later on publish minutes of the workshop, but this will be limited to the participants, so you can access minutes. We're not spreading them to all. We did this in the past, but this caused a problem because people read some minutes, but they haven't attended. So they interpret things into the minutes which have never been said or were not intended like this. It's more like a guiding thing for you. Also, we record the sessions because they serve as a knowledge base for others later on. If you do not want your session to be recorded for whatever reason, also let us know. This will be made publicly available otherwise, because we are basically running everything as Creative Commons, so we want to make this visible. If you present, we also assume that you give the rights to show the presentation later on, to publish this on our resource page and so on. That's just there. I said already those things about presentation and recording, so I can jump over it. Live virtual parts. We have a YouTube channel, so you find recordings later on there. We store some documents on a Google Drive for minutes, and also in the ELISA directory, which is a GitHub. Yeah, and we also use it on social media typically to promote the activities. Last part, very important, we have a code of conduct. Basically, this means talk to the people like talking to friends. I know some people say friends deserve that I be honest on everything. It means to be polite as well. And the easiest thing to say is be excellent to each other, right? So be nice, be kind. That's it. Chatham House Rule. Here's the Wikipedia page as well for what Chatham House Rule means. It's basically we come together. The idea of Chatham House is you are in a room. At this time, you can discuss freely on whatever you like to discuss. But when you leave the room, you will not unveil the person directly. So you can say there was a person saying this, but you will not say it was Philip from ETAS who said this, unless you agree that you can name persons. That's also when you waive Chatham House Rule. You agree that you can be potentially mentioned. And as a best practice, try to limit it. You can say what happened, but do not talk to everybody and say, this person said this and this person said that. So take it carefully. And as we're talking now about Chatham House Rule, waiving it a little bit to understand who's in the room regarding to antitrust, I would like to go through a short roundtable introductions round. It always takes us some of the time. I will also show the schedule afterwards and a little bit of ramping up. We have also the Ask Me Anything afterwards. So it's like the first stretch, 1.5 hours. So we should take the time, and we will have more hallway track. We have breaks. We have the evening dinner today. So for this, basically, we'll have enough, but it's good to know who the people are. We will also take the virtual participants in for the intros. Yeah. So I basically will start maybe just setting the scene. My name is Philip Amann. I'm working for ETAS. ETAS is 100% subsidiary of Bosch, so Bosch GmbH. I mainly work in the field of open source processes in automotive space. So for safety critical parts, ASPICE, cybersecurity also a bit. What made me come to this workshop is that I wouldn't like to have missed this one because haven't missed a single workshop from ELISA since the beginning. So I participated in all. And yeah, I'm here and start to talk because I'm the technical steering committee chair, leading the systems work group. Some of the work will be presented during the next days. And I really like to hear the thoughts, concerns, progress the people made and who will be here during the next days. And hope to make a good time by moderating the meetings. Want to pick page?
It's Stuart. I work at the Linux Foundation and I'm the director for the ELISA Project. Like Philip, I've been to all of them pretty much since we had our very first one start. And things that I'm here to really focus on is to help facilitate and help make it a smooth event for everyone. And then, quite frankly, to focus on what we need to do for requirements and getting things ready for commerce. It is one of the focuses for me. And
Okay, then hello everyone. I'm Stanislav Pankiewicz. I work at Reflex Aerospace. This is a company that builds satellites, and this year we launched our first one very successfully. What connects me to this event is the first time attended is that I'm the developer of StrictDoc requirements and traceability tool, and I was invited by Electronics and Tobias to co-present about the approach that we are proposing and what Electronics already did as part of the work on security. And yeah, I'm looking forward to presenting and meeting with all of you.
Hello, my name is Jeff Hancock. I am Director of Product Management for a small company called Link Software. We primarily focus in on safety related products. So we have a hypervisor and operating systems. I was brought in to take a look at our future and strategy of things. And prior to, I started in March. So prior to that, I worked in the embedded group at Siemens, where we did a number of open source projects, including leading OpenAMP. If you guys are familiar with that. And then, so my history, I also have a little bit of automotive background. I also worked at Renaissance for a couple of years. And so one of the reasons why I'm here is to get an update on where ELISA is at. We are an ELISA member. We actually acquired TimeSys a couple of years ago. So if anybody's familiar with the TimeSys on the Linux side of things from that. And so get an idea of where things are at, as well as how ELISA is expanding into other markets besides automotive, and see how we can help to promote and establish a better relationship as we start to move forward with ELISA, as well as Zephyr and some other projects moving forward.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alexander Wirtmüller. I'm wearing the hat of Indie Semiconductor here. I work in industrial radar, so typically we have all our designs in FPGA, and I'm here strictly as an observer to see if ELISA or Linux is already ready to implement functionally safe radars, imaging radars, distance measuring radars, that's kind of stuff.
Hello, I'm Keisuke Nishimura, and I'm a PhD student at India and the National Institute of France. And I'm working on the verification for the Linux kernel. That's why I'm here. I want to, I will present this afternoon actually. I would like to get some feedback from the professionals of the industry professionals about our work. And also I will present the same topic as the members, so any kind of feedbacks are very welcome. Thank you.
My name is Jan Simon Möller. I'm with Automotive Grade Linux, which is the Linux Foundation project. And yeah, I came to the workshop here to help drive the automotive topics in ELISA.
I'm Maximilian Köhl, but you can call me Maxi. I'm with Celitics. This is a software development and consulting company that I run, and we provide software development and consulting services in the area of embedded. I'm here because I met Nicole and she told me that this is an amazing event. And I also have a PhD in formal verification, actually, or in this area at least. So I read through the program and I found it really exciting and really interesting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, hi, I'm Stefan. You can call me Steff. I was invited by Nicole also, and I work at Fraunhofer ISAC, and I'm a security researcher. I'm doing penetration testing of automotive ECUs and security concepts. And this year I have finished my PhD in software sustainability, and I'm happy to share some results with you.
Hello all, my name is Satish Kumar. I have been developing applications using embedded Linux from 2010 onwards. Here I would like to learn more about safety side of it. So far I have used only for the non-safe applications. So I believe this workshop will help me to learn more about ELISA and applying safety related applications. You can call me as Satish.
I'm Simone, and you can call me Simone. So I'm here to present basically interim results from the work group of the OSS Lighthouse project. So maybe actually also took a look at your PhD, I think. So I haven't mentioned it. I'm affiliated now with Phenotronics, but I was also before I joined Phenotronics just this month active in ELISA. Okay, I'm Nicole. a safety consultant and I also work as a safety assessor. So I've been involved with ELISA from the start, but I haven't been at all workshops because I try to limit my traveling. Although the workshops are always great. I'm also involved with some other safety stuff within the ELS, with the ELISA Project, and I'm heading the SPX safety profile group. And yeah, I'll tell you more, I think, on Thursday about that one.
Okay, it's my turn. Alessandro Carminati, I work for Red Hat. I'm a kernel engineer in the automotive team, and I'm part of the ELISA since a while, I would say. Not all the time, but since a while. So I participated many workshops, not all, and I'm currently lead the Linux feature for critical system working group. And that's it.
Hello everyone, my name is Luigi Pellecchia, I'm from Italy. I work at Red Hat and I'm a principal software quality engineer. So I work in software quality. I have experience in automotive in the same field for say the last 10 years. And I'm contributing to ELISA mostly with the development of a tool that we provide. That is named Basil, and I'm here to share some new features that I want to see is solving any one problem and try to say discuss about software quality and things.
Thank you. My name is Florian. I'm also affiliated with Red Hat. I have a slightly different approach than the other two guys. I'm part of Red Hat's team that is dealing with autonomous driving trains. So we are part of a governmental funded research project in Germany, together with Deutsche Bahn, Siemens Mobility, and others, where we are researching grade of automation for autonomous trains. And I will be presenting tomorrow architectures for Linux in railway safety applications, because there is a rising interest also for having railways as a vertical represented also in ELISA. I have been contributing to various working groups in ELISA for quite some time. I'm living in Augsburg, Germany, so actually quite close here, and that's why I'm here.
Thanks. Hi, my name is Tobias Denninger from Unitronics. I'm involved there, amongst others, in the security certification, and during that time I also became contributor to StrictDoc. And today we would like to show you our approach how to implement the Linux kernel requirements proposal that was done by Gab and Kate and Alessandro, I think. As close as it gets with StrictDoc.
Okay, well, already introduced myself earlier back. So Gabriele Bologna, I work for Red Hat. Beside providing food and Wi-Fi here, I've joined the ELISA in the early stages in 2019, I believe. And I was working for Intel Mobileye at that time, and now working for Red Hat on the vehicle operating system. So in ELISA, I serve as a chairman of the governing board, and also technically I lead the safety architecture working group. And I'm here today to show you what we are doing with our initiative to introduce software requirements within the Linux kernel development process, and also, to gather feedbacks and in general to learn about, your ideas, solutions to bridge safety and open source development.
Hello everyone. I'm Yuichi Sakoe from Honda Motor in Japan. I have many work in Honda. So first is I'm a chief architect in Honda automotive software development team. And second is Honda open source program officer tech lead. And finally, Linux Foundation automotive grade Linux and hypervisor. Then I'm board member, also ELISA member. And I'm very happy to tomorrow AGL member Yamaguchi-san and Kurokawa-san will presentation latest AGL activity. Thank you.
So now a short experiment.
Yep,
I
this
have
is a new
to use the
technology.
microphone because the feedback from the last, everybody sitting in the back can either speak as loud as this, or you just take the little microphone in hand and let's see, it should work. Let's just wait a moment, it changed. Has it changed? Okay. I guess.
Then let's go for the microphone. Okay, great. So my name is Stefan Harvard. I'm from Wind River. I'm a part of the field application engineering team for aerospace and defense, which is also my background from avionics software development. And I'm kind of physically representing Olivier Chaillet, for whom it would have been too difficult to travel here, but he's available online I'm in the same team as he is. And I'm also personally and professionally very interested in the whole ELISA topic and how this is going to work out to hopefully provide high safety criticality systems on Linux at some point in the future.
Thanks.
Thank you, Stefan. My name is Andrei Holodny. I'm also from Wind River. For those who do not know Wind River, so we have real-time operating systems and hypervisor and Linux products. Our hypervisor and real-time operating system VxWorks, they are safety certified and in the field in many industries. And from that point, I mean, Linux safety is also a topic. And I think we have started working on Linux certification even before ELISA. It was the first project with BMW and Intel. We were part of Intel. And as a part of the technology office, I'm from technology office of Wind River. I come here to hear and to see what is the status and maybe new techniques. We know pretty well how to certify products, maybe new techniques how to accelerate certification and new approaches, maybe AI-based or something like that. Kind of new stuff. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Philip Berg. I'm with Leaper. Most people know Leaper for the construction machines and the cranes. Why am I here? Because I had a nice discussion with Philip in Amsterdam this summer, and I'm leading a system development team that works on creating the future software platform for our control systems, of our machines. And we are already heavily relying on embedded Linux-based systems, want to do so even more in future, and are basically currently trying to find the right people, technologies, tools to use and engage in future.
Hi, my name is Juan. I'm an embedded developer living in the Munich area. I've been working many years in bare metal, mainly, and this year I'm going back to embedded Linux after a long time. And in one of the space grade Linux meetings, I heard about this workshop, and I find it interesting, the area, and trying to learn a bit about what's happening in the space. So that's my aim here.
Okay, hello. My name is Joseph Holzmar, or usually just Joseph. Some of you already know me as the Yocto Chester. So this explains the first half of my reason why I'm here. So I'm deeply involved with the Yocto project for many years by now. And there obviously is like a lot of touching points because safety critical Linux systems also require a build system. They have to be built with something, and Yocto is an obvious suspect here. So I've been following ELISA for a long time, but never got together to actually join a workshop or an event. So yay, first time I'm here. And the other half of my head is Mender, which is my employer. And so we do over-the-air update and device management solutions. And a number of our customers are either ELISA members or looking at ELISA and considering joining, as far as I know. Therefore, they were like, hey, it would make sense if you know more about ELISA. And I'm like, yeah, I think I know the people, but yeah. And as this event is basically at my doorstep or close to my doorstep, I was like, yeah, of course, this is a perfect occasion, and therefore I'm joining.
Hello, I'm Dominic Kuo, and I have had worked in Intel for 15 years. And next January, I'll be joining Red Hat as a safety engineer. And for the past 8 years, I was also working in automotive industry for the automotive platform. And specifically past 3 years, I worked as a software safety architect, working on the safety environment.
Thank you. You're also there.
Hello, my name is Sudeep. I have been part of ELISA since 2019, but this is my first workshop. And I will be presenting about the CI system that ELISA has, and I'll be presenting on day after tomorrow. So nothing much right now. Thanks.
Okay. Then we can most likely switch. We can almost start. I don't know how many virtuals we have. It always takes a bit of time, but it makes sense because then we know whom we're talking in.
And it should hopefully come back through the L. Yep, it should be coming through the L. David, do you want to start and introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi. My name is David Zaida. I'm working as a software architect in the railway area for a company called NextRail, distributed all over Germany and Switzerland and Austria. There we have affiliates. And I'm interested in the status and advances in safe open source software. So therefore, I'm taking part here in this workshop. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Next we've got is Jürgen.
Yeah, hello. Jürgen Frank from Intel Automotive still. I'm security engineer, and I have, of course, some strong interest on the safety topic too. And I like to learn what is here the status, what are the limitations or potential limitations in case a safety Linux is used. Thanks.
Leonidas?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. We can.
Hi everyone, it's Leonidas Cosmidis. I'm a senior researcher at the Barcelona Supercomputing Center, and I'm also teaching at the Technical University of Catalonia. I'm leading the hardware dependable embedded systems group, and mainly my research is focused on how we can use high performance systems, and in particular GPUs, in safety critical systems like automotive, avionics, and space, and mainly how we can certify their software and hardware with functional safety standards. I used to attend regularly the online ELISA workshops during the lockdown, but I never joined in person. But I think I have already met a couple of you in some of the aerospace conferences. And mainly, as I said, since I'm working on GPUs, one of the main limitations we have to use those systems is that we require Linux drivers for those. So this topic is highly relevant for me. Thank you.
And then we go for Nagamesh. Naga, would you take over? Are you able to unmute?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Naga Mahesh. I'm working as business development manager at Timesys. I joined from Bangalore virtually. So we do embedded security, cyber security, and we offer other services. Glad to be part of this workshop. I joined virtually, and normally I attend the other weekly meetings of ELISA. I know a few familiar faces like Philip, Ahman, Kate Stewart, etc. Thank you so much. Glad to be part of this workshop.
Nikolaus.
You can hear me?
Yes.
My name is Nicholas Beer. I'm from Airbus DS in Manching, near Ingolstadt. I was asked by Matthew, what was it named here from Matthew Weber from Boeing, because I have an open source project. This is a RING 653 scheduler for POSIX. And he asked me if it is possible, let's say, to bring it perhaps to ELISA. And so I was not aware of this project. So that's the first time I want to attend and want to get an idea what ELISA is. And I will also ask in our Airbus management if it is, let's say, a good idea, let's say, to support you and what are the rules for me. So I want to get an impression on this workshop.
Cool. Then I guess the next one is Olivier.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So hello, I'm Olivier Charrier. I'm from Winiver as well. So working closely with Stefan Harvard, who already introduced himself, and with Andre as well. So I'm functional specialist within Winiver. So my job is pretty much to provide advice and help to the Winiver customer. As Andre mentioned, we have a bunch of solutions for safety control system, and my role is to advise on how you use an operating system in your system in order to be able for the end system to be safety certified. And I joined ELISA back in 2022 and did several workshops already. I'm also part of the ambassador of ELISA. And so for me, the goal to be here is to continue to follow up. Unfortunately, I've not been able to be here physically, which is always better for discussion. So thank you for Stefan to have been able to be there physically. That, like he said, he will be my representative. Thank you.
Okay, we have 4 more to go. The next one would be Pascal. Pascal Vollmer.
Unmute.
You're on mute, Pascal.
Excuse me, I'm Pascal Vollmer. I'm a retired electrical engineer. I was with Bosch during my active time. I'm now running in my own consulting company. I'm mainly interested in system architecture and especially the endeavors that are made to describe the system architecture of the project. Thank you.
Then we have Satoshi Kaneko-san.
Yes. Can you hear my voice?
Yes. We can
yeah.
see you.
Yep. I'm Satoshi Kaneko from Denso Automotive, and I'm working as a system architect in automotive ECU field. And actually, our team developing middleware on POSIX OS, and Linux is one of our targets. So that's why I joined this workshop. And also, we are interested in OSS integration into safety critical system. So this workshop matching with our interest. And actually, I originally planned to join in person because I live in Munich, but unfortunately, I have to take care of my child at home office. So I cannot join, and I switched to virtual attendance. But even virtual attendance, I would like to get information and get any good idea from this workshop. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's everything.
Thanks for joining. Then we have Timo.
Hello, I hope you can hear me. For the past 3 years, I've been at Intel, working as a software architect for automotive platforms. And I followed ELISA for a while, but haven't attended the meetings before. And I'm joining because I have interest in applying Linux in safety critical scenarios in automotive and more widely in industrial.
And the last person is Thomas.
Hi, I'm Tomas Novotny from VZLU Aerospace, which is basically a aerospace research center based in the Czech Republic. and we are using Linux on our CubeSats. So the ELISA topics are close to what we are doing. So I would like to know what's going on and what we can use in our satellites. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So this finishes the round of introductions, which always takes some time, I know, but it's always very interesting to hear what you all bring to the agenda. So I'll switch back to the presentation, which was the roundtable intros, and I'll move on. Let's see. With a brief look on the session schedule, we are as always a bit delayed, since we will experience this not too bad yet. We will experience this during the next days, try to get better and better, and then we end up with adding too many things to the schedule because all is interesting. Let's see what we will have today. But we have another hour for the Ask Me Anything, which basically should bring us back to the schedule. For 14:45, we will have the very first one after the intro rounds by Martin Halle and Matthew Weber. This will be a virtual presentation because Martin has some lectures in Hamburg and couldn't join for the workshop in person. Matt is sitting also in the US. It's a short one. They would like to get us on the aerospace topic. They have some idea how we could create results if we see. Afterwards, Suka also already explained that he would present today. So we hear something about program verification for Linux kernel and kind of related also to the process, but are academic elements of it. We have Stefan, who presents on his research of basically your PhD work, which we also used in the Lighthouse, as Simone said. Afterwards, we may take another short break for refreshment from Red Hat. And then we get into the session on the requirements work by Gab, Kate, and Chuck. Chuck will join remotely, I guess. I don't know if I missed because there's a comma at the end, but I guess it's the three of you mainly, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no mix up, just an additional.
However, we're looking forward to having your engagement now.
There could be your name, basically. And afterwards, we have to talk about StrictDoc, how it fits to either, which is good because, I mean, we have Bazel as a requirements tool, but we also have StrictDoc, which is used in Zephyr, for example. And it's nice to see how this could fit together. So Tobias will present together with Stan, right? So you both of you will be here. Then we do a quick wrap up, and at 7, we have a dinner at Gasthof Obermeier. If anyone would like to get the location, I have a QR code here. So either you check for Gasthof Obermeier, or you go, I'll put the OpenStreetMap link here. And if you want to scan the QR code, I try to make it ecosystem neutral. So in best case, this QR code should just give you the basically the position rather than much more. So if we're lucky, so it should open in your preferred maps application because I first was looking for OpenStreetMap part, but no starting so comfortable. So let's see. I see one more phone now. Now the phones are down. Good. This what comes up typically as question how things are. The dinner is part of the workshop, so you're the guest of the ELISA project during the dinner. So that's something which normally causes confusion somewhere during the dinner, so I mentioned this upfront. Day 2, tomorrow morning, we'll have some check-in early. Then we will go into railways topic after we are at the aerospace already. We'll also go into hypervisor parts with Archipish, not yet here. I don't see him. And yeah, then we also look into the safety point for lifecycle with Sphinx from Christopher. I think he's also yet to join. So this is the morning part. And then we go into more shorter sessions in the afternoon. We get the update on AGL, basically from Yamaguchi-san and Kurokawa-san. And Kusakawa-san will be here to support, also get into the topic. Simone, we talked about, she's already mentioned to show a little bit of best practices in open source standard. Yeah, Isaac, who's also not yet here, he also joins tomorrow. We'll talk about beyond the US, which is quite nice to go also on what else do you need than the Linux part, which fits into the systems flow base, or would talk by Luigi will tell us about requirements tooling, which could be a good comparison also with something with strictors, similarities, differences. Renat will present remotely. He's from Info Magnus, ARM partner, so like contracted by ARM. ARM is one of our members. And Renat tells about GitHub and how to get into continuous compliance, which ties also well into Bazel, stricter, Zephyr, Linux activities, which rounds up things. And we also get another aerospace safety levels introduction, which is quite interesting because many people come from the automotive space. We also have aerospace and space participants, but it should give us a bit of overview on how things are handled in aerospace. Yeah, and we wrap up on second day. Third day is just the morning time. Alessandro will get a little more deeper into the virtual desk space safety. Looking forward to this. We get some insights into Yocto by Sudeep sitting in the back. Nicole gives us updates on the safety profile release candidate from SPDX, which gets more on the parts. And yeah, I'll try to present something and would like to more have a discussion on safety critical open source landscape, because there's a lot of open source projects. I think I have it in the Ask Me Anything and just a picture for it. And then we wrap up 12:30, have a lunch and farewell. If you're still very enthusiastic and full of energy, here's a second QR code. On Thursday evening, afternoon kind of thing, like 5 p.m., there's a Zephyr project meetup in Garching and Siemens side. You can also just check, like if you go for Zephyr project and events, you can register there. The one or the other person may show up there. It's on the workshop, so if you find some time, yeah, you can go there. Some side selling activity here. Getting in just a very bit of project orientation. I'll jump a bit over it because I have it in the Ask Me Anything presentation and it's logical flow. One thing which I would like to bring up still is nothing. So I will bring up the rest in the Ask Me Anything part. We keep this basically since the beginning at the end of the intro session to say, like, put on your thinking hats and go get to work, because we would like to have a lot of discussion, a lot of interaction, not just like a presentation style, because you can watch presentations on YouTube. You cannot ask the people directly on YouTube when you watch the presentation. So let's see that we come into action and think about possibilities. Okay. Then I guess this was the intro part, and we will start recording this for a moment. Change the recording. Let's stop recording. I'll just do it.